Weekly Yu-Gi-Oh anime might finally be coming to an end, and well, that's not a bad thing at all. Well, first let me explain what I mean by a weekly anime for those of you that may not understand what I mean by this. You see, a weekly anime is a series that keeps airing weekly and keeps going and going and going until the anime eventually ends or gets cancelled, which is different than the superior seasonal method where an anime will actually take a break for one or more seasons and then return. Now, the reason why I said the seasonal method is superior is because it brings with it a ton of benefits, like actual seasonal hype for the next installment of the series. A seasonal release becomes an event of sorts. Just look at how anime like Attack on Titan or Demon Slayer build anticipations for each new season that was being announced because the series actually makes us miss it and anticipate its return. While the weekly method dilutes the excitement for the series and there is no breaks and you're essentially in it for the long haul, making a huge commitment until it ends. Seasonal airings also allow people to catch up to the series easily without over excessive binge watching or needing to navigate through filler episodes which were used to give the team time to regroup or catch up to source material. Now that last part doesn't really apply to any of the Yu-Gi-Oh spin-offs since none of them actually follow a source material, but in every Yu-Gi-Oh series there are a few episodes that make you say, did we actually need this episode? And the answer most of the time is yes, because this is a long project and doesn't have a smaller scope a team can concentrate on as opposed to with seasonal series. Seasonal method also helps prevent lowered cast and crew fatigue who might be bored, uninspired, or just suffering from low morale by making the same anime for over 20 years straight. And yes, I'm talking about you, One Piece and Detective Conan. So this seasonal method works best not just for studios, but it's also great for us, the viewers who want to see an amazing series. Studios have more time to plan, animate, and refine episodes, leading to better overall animation quality when they work on a seasonal series. They can allocate resources more effectively and avoid the crunch time to be associated with more weekly released anime, unless you're Mappa, but that's a whole different story. Continuous production going the weekly route often leads to rushed work and inconsistent animation quality, especially since the team may struggle to meet tight deadlines, so they cut corners in some places because they can't go all out and polish something they have to make every single week, at least not to the standard of modern day seasonal series done by competent studios today. I mean, just look at Bleach 1000-Year Blood War compared to, well, any other Bleach arcs before it. Sure, there were good animation here and there, but Bleach 1000-Year Blood War is always firing on all cylinders in the animation and sound department, while a majority of the past Bleach episodes suffered from a strong, unpolished series and even riddled with filler arc after filler arc after filler arc. Heck, even look at the differences between the start of My Hero Academia and Black Clover. Both were fresh shonen series, but they both took vastly different paths when they aired. Bones was making a seasonal anime, so they were able to allocate a lot of funds to this limited time project and even added to the series such as the All Might and No Moon fight in season 1, which was lackluster in the manga compared to its anime counterpart. While in contrast, Black Clover suffered in the animation department most of its run because everything needed to be stretched out, and mind you, I am saying this as a Black Clover fan. There was indeed good animation at times, but it was not the norm for most of the series, and the only time the animation was consistently good was the final animated arc, and that was likely because it was the last arc so they could throw everything at it, and it was amazing. Till this day, I believe Black Clover could have been as loved as My Hero Academia or Jujutsu Kaisen if it left a good first impression in the animation department, but the start made it look low budget, and sadly many people dismissed the series because they could not get past how rough it looked. So what I'm saying is that Yu-Gi-Oh can benefit from this seasonal method if they go this route. Sure, we won't have episodes every week until the series ends, but in exchange we will likely have a better animated series with a stronger score and a more centralized plot for every season instead of filling up time because the series needs to be stretched out. A good example would be the competitor to Yu-Gi-Oh Card Fight Vanguard. When it moved to a seasonal structure from weekly, it meant Bushiroad could afford to use a top-class studio that can deliver visuals that were a lot stronger than the past Vanguard series, which were weekly. The score and openings now are also chef's kiss, with characters not just having an instrumental character theme, but actual banger songs from artists, which I don't have to tell you that music can really elevate a series and the moments in it. I mean, as much as I love Jack Atlas's theme, it sadly does not hit like Raika's theme Breaking the Rock, which makes scenes of him using Revo just so much freaking better. And honestly, I am more than fine with Yu-Gi-Oh stepping up its game because a seasonal structure can make Yu-Gi-Oh feel like a real modern day series and not just a tie-in product that Konami wants to sell cards. I must also mention that being seasonal means they are open to more VAs they never had access to before, like Junichi Suabe, Lin, or even get back someone like Kenjiro Suda for a full-time role again. They can even get openings done by bigger singers and bands as well. Overall, Yu-Gi-Oh can finally adapt and catch up to the current anime trends by actually going the seasonal route and benefiting from it immensely with its production, and all we have to do is be patient every couple of months. Personally, I think that is a pretty nice trade-off. Some might say, what about actual card sets? Well, Rush Duel sets, and yes, I think if we do get a new Yu-Gi-Oh anime series, it will be a Rush Duel series. Back to what I was saying, mainline Rush sets come out about every 3 months, which is also about how long an anime season will last, meaning even if they go the seasonal route, they don't have to skimp out on sets because the new set will release in time for every new season or so, with opportunities to fit special packs like Overrush packs, triple build sets, legendary collections, and the like between seasons if they really want to. So overall, I'm pretty excited about the future of Yu-Gi-Oh anime regardless of the format, but I do think there's much more to look forward to in a seasonal structure, because at the end of the day, I don't want to just see an anime, but I want to see a good one, and I'm willing to wait for a good product. So let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section. I know I could have dived a lot more deeper into the seasonal structure and the weekly structure, and I know people are gonna be like, well, what about One Piece? It's looking good now. Trust me, if you want me to actually do a true deep dive into the difference between seasonal and weekly and the benefits and the pros and cons of each of them, I can do that. It won't specifically be a Yu-Gi-Oh related video, but if you do want to see me dive into more things that are more anime based, I can do that on this channel, or I can start a new channel where I do more discussion videos about the broader scope of anime. So let me know what you guys feel about that in the comment section, if you think I should go try out that venture myself. And again, I want to know what you guys think. Do you think Yu-Gi-Oh is moving to a seasonal method? Do you think they should stay weekly? Let me know the pros and cons you think about these type of methods, and what do you think Yu-Gi-Oh will become in the future, weekly or seasonal? I definitely want to know what you guys think about it. Again, I didn't go too much into it. I know you guys got tons of examples off the top of your head about things you want to bring up. I'm sorry, but this is specifically about Yu-Gi-Oh, and if you want me to, again, to talk more about the broader scope of anime and the production, I can do that in another video, or I can start another channel again where I talk more about that. But that's all I got for you guys today. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, do everything that keeps the channel alive, and peace out.